Welcome back, everybody, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Kathy and I are back. We're so excited to be back.
Be sure to check out our latest episode. We have been having so much fun answering your questions and chatting with your Bachelor Nation faves.
Okay, today we have a very special guest, but before we let her in, Kathy, we've got to talk about Paradise this week. OMG.
I don't know. Where do you want to start?
First of all, camping with the poop, the horse manure, the bugs. Kat was going crazy. And you on the table, I wanted to die. I never laughed out loud. So I go, that's Kathy. That's my Kathy. I could see you doing it. Statue of Liberty and all.
Keith and I'm just going to say, Keith and I were reading the instructions, like we're putting everything together.
Right.
We love it. I love to camp. He loves to camp. All the other kids are going, the bugs. I'm like, they're bugs. I mean,
You would have stayed all night, wouldn't you?
Yes. Keith and I were like, we thought we were staying all night. I got up to go get wood to make a fire. They're like, where are you going, Kathy? I said, I'm going to make a fire. They go, get back to your campsite. I mean, to me, that was honestly the most fun day of Paradise.
For me, if I were there, that would have been my worst nightmare. I don't know if I would have been as loud and obvious as Kat, but I would have been crying. The bugs. I mean, I can't do bugs.
I can't. And Keith was just, we had a sweet conversation, and I just miss him when I go back and watch it. But we've got to talk about.
But wait, one more thing.
Okay.
The doctor that was listening and her point of view afterwards, that was interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I think she hit it 100%. So she did Keith and me first. And I mean, she hit it 100%, but she hit everyone 100%, except I think for Alex and Andrew. And I say that.
I think it brought them closer. Do you see what happened afterwards?
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah. Alex and Andrew do laugh a lot and have a great time. And they are just, both have very silly, fun personalities. And I think Dr. Berman maybe read that. I mean, what do I know? She's got the PhD, not
because
me.
They didn't kiss a lot. They don't,
Oh, I saw plenty of kissing.
Huh?
I saw plenty of kissing.
Well, for what we see, you know what I mean? But afterwards, and they actually admitted that they're falling for each other. I thought that was so sweet.
Was it so cute when they said who was going to argue over who said, I love you first?
I know.
I'm sitting there, Susan, going, I'll say it first. Just find somebody for me to say it to. Like, really? These are the youngins. They argue about who's going to tell whom that they're in love first. Like, really?
Right. It was a good show. Really good show.
Dinner.
For the camping part,
the dinner. Was that not gorgeous? And the flies.
But the bugs again with Kat. She couldn't even enjoy it. I get bit a lot, so I relate it to her unbelievably.
No, it's not, but she's got that, it's not an acrophobia. I think it's a fear of snakes. She's got that scientific fear of, I didn't know that at the time, fear of bugs. So she really lost it. And I was so proud of her that she made that. They deserve to win that challenge. She got through that. Keith and I were like, okay, we're going to sleep in the cow poop and the bugs. We don't care. But she was dying. But
he's used to camping. You've camped. My idea of camping is no phone in the room. I think
you've said that. You've said that. And Bailey's saying her idea of camping is, being at the Ritz or whatever. And
yes.
So
she goes, I'll go someplace with you, but I'm not sleeping on the tile floor.
Yeah. But okay, Dale and Kat. I mean, the thing I loved about this episode as a viewer, and also just being a mom, I loved that we really got to see their relationships.
He did take care of her.
All of them, we got to see how they really felt about each other and talking with each other. And Dale saying to Kat, I feel like
to see
home.
Dale do these things for Kat. I did.
Oh,
I needed to see that.
Oh, he's a gem. Helped. He's a gem. But when he said that you feel like home, I just was like, I mean, really that and Bailey and not Bailey and Jeremy, Andrew and Alex arguing over who's going to say. I mean, I just felt like that they're so cute. They're so cute.
But the best, like the cliffhangers, I can't.
What?
the drama that's about to unfold. And then there's 4 people going home. And I was like, what? What? But I get it. Like the season's almost over. So
Yeah.
they have to get all this in. But
I mean, yeah, we've got one more
wow.
episode. Wait, I want to know what you thought about Keith.
Oh,
And could you please pat me on the back? Because I was so nice. He
yes,
really,
you did
he
good.
was,
Your
he was
face,
crying.
first of all, when you first heard it, you were like, and then when he was sharing with the young ones how he missed his kids and the camping reminded him of his children.
But-
and then at one point you said, I'm going to vote myself off. It's time.
Yeah. I just,
You know?
I've said all along, it's, Keith and I love each other, but not in that way.
Right.
And we weren't going to take money out of kids' hands. So, it was time for us to go, or it's going to be time for us to go, I think.
Mhm.
But here's the thing I feel like the kids really, the youngins, that exemplified to me, and I think hopefully to Bachelor Nation, why we were there, why we stayed. People kept saying, why aren't they going home? Because the young people loved our advice. They knew we really cared. And I'm glad the Bachelor Nation gets to see that.
Mhm.
It meant a lot to me. But I'll tell you what, the previews for next week,
Holy.
I'm
And all these people coming back and then.
I mean, I don't know. I think
needless to say,
I think
this-
the word shit show comes to mind.
Whoa, Sean, what?
Yeah, I
have no idea what he's going to do, but it's not good. It can't be good. It's dramatic.
I mean, would it be Bachelor in Paradise if we didn't have a little drama?
I guess not.
I mean, I don't know. I wish you and I could watch this one together with our popcorn and our
like
wine.
we did that one time.
What-
That was
I
so
know.
good.
It is going to be one rough ride next week. And I don't know how they're going to get it all in. I mean, there's a lot
Well,
to
it's a
happen.
couple-hour show, right? It's not going to be
but
just
a
an
lot's going to
hour.
happen. I mean, this is the finale. We're going to find out.
I'm so curious about love or money. That was a twist.
Yeah, when I said that, I'm curious about that. I want to know, is who's going home? Who, did anyone
Who
get
makes
engaged?
it at the end? Who's the happy couple?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there more than one? I mean, I'm telling you,
I know.
I just want it all to end on a high note, but I'm going to be sad to see it come to an end.
Yes, of course. Everything must come to an end.
All good things, all good things.
So make sure everybody tune in because
Yep.
it's going to be dramatic.
gonna
Get your popcorn and your wine
Yep.
all ready and your chocolate.
All right, Susan, should we get into today's episode?
Let's do it. Everybody, please welcome from this season of Paradise, our bestie, Nancy.
Hi, Nance. Hi.
It's so
You
good
look,
to
you
be
look
talking.
very refreshed. You were on vacation.
Yeah, we want to first hear. We know you just got back. You were on a cruise with Joan. Give me
Yes.
the highlight of that trip.
Well, I don't know if you saw my video. The highlight
Yes.
was I didn't wear my life jacket for 2 weeks.
Listen, that is
I'm
a
so
highlight.
right.
If you did not have to use your life jacket, that is the highlight.
Exactly. That was
Did
the
you
highlight.
saw her putting it on the ship? Like you don't have to do that anymore. You just have to watch the video.
I know.
Well, I know you had warm weather. Did you love Greece?
It was fabulous. I loved Greece. I loved Turkey, which I didn't expect to. I didn't know how big Turkey was. There's 16 million people there. And
Yeah.
Palermo and my favorite, I think, was Amalfi. Amalfi and
Yes.
Santorini.
Yes.
And then we went to Ephesus in Turkey, which was wonderful, and saw the.
Well,
Mother
we're going to
Mary.
do one. Nancy, we need to do another cruise. All of
Let's
us.
do it.
We got to do it. All
Remind
right.
me
we
after
have
this.
so much,
Yes, for sure.
for sure.
This episode of Bachelor Happy Hour is brought to you by Malibu. When the clock hits 5:01, it's not just the end of your day, it's the beginning of your time. Malibu Pina Colada
Splanon, Aetna Jet, contact your doctor right away. Please talk
keep coming back so you can keep on saving on VS Store.
Smokefree.com. Warning, this product contains
future serious comfort for those /awards.
Okay, we have so much we want to dive into today, so let's go ahead and get things started. We got to start with Paradise, Nancy. Got to start with Paradise.
Boy, do we.
Okay, How were you feeling when you got to the beach? First question. How'd it feel?
Well, I was feeling excited. It was an incredible experience. I know you guys saw, I got to come in. I came in late because my daughter graduated from college, but I got to come in on a Jeep driving on the beach with Leia.
Yeah.
And I've never met Leia. That was like a big plus already
Yeah.
to start the day. And we had so much fun. And
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. I knew I would see some of my friends. I thought I would see Kathy. But I didn't know who else would be there. I really didn't have all the details, but I was hoping again to meet a guy and have a little.
So wait a minute before
I have
we want to know
questions.
who
I
you were
have
hoping to see, but hold please. I know for a fact, fess up, Nancy, you knew one guy that was going to be there. You want to talk about how you knew?
Which one are we talking about? Oh, Gary.
Uh-huh. Fess up, girlfriend.
Well, I had talked to Gary many times via text and a few times on the phone. Gary Levinston. He and I shared a lot. You know what? He has a great personality. He and I are both Christian and both love to talk about it with each other. And so that was sort of the foundation. And, we were hoping we would see each other in paradise. And we actually did, as you know. But and I wasn't sure what other men were going, but Gary was announced, obviously, so I knew that he would be going.
Right.
So I was looking
Nancy,
forward to it.
were you hoping somebody else was going to be there that wasn't?
I was hoping I was hoping there would be more men in general. When I got there, there were only 3 Goldens left. So I was like, and they were great, but I was like, okay, is this it? So I sort of kept thinking there may be other men coming.
Somebody
like
was going to walk in, yeah.
maybe other people from Joan's show, although as we all know, most of them already had girlfriends, so they couldn't come. So I truly was thinking, what about the guys who were vetted for Gary's show? What about plan B, C, and D? We would have all talked to them at least, right?
Or a
Right?
new face, a brand new face.
I thought
Yeah.
that would be great, and to
Yeah.
have somebody new. So yes, secretly, of course, I was hoping for that, as I believe all the other women were too.
Okay, so when you came in and you had a date card, tell
did.
us about that. Tell us about that
So
experience.
that felt really good because I had a little power, and
Yeah.
I talked to, again, there were only 3 guys. So I spoke with Keith and Gary and Kim. I had never
Okay.
spoken to Kim in my life. I don't think I ever talked to Keith. So Kim was very nice. He and I had, he had lost his spouse. I lost my spouse. And so we had that commonality. He was very nice. I didn't feel a connection, to be honest with him. But he was lovely. And then I spoke with Keith, and Keith, when we sat down, he's a lovely guy, very jolly. And I knew he and Kathy were good friends and had a good connection, but I just said, hey, it's so nice to meet you. I haven't talked to you. And he said, Nancy, let's just start out. Where do you live? And I said, I live in Alexandria, Virginia. And he said, oh, you know what? That could be a deal breaker for me. And I said, what do you mean? And he said,
Like he has 20,000 people to pick from.
Exactly. And
Wait.
he said,
Why is it a deal breaker? What did he say?
he said, well, I think that could be a deal breaker. And I said, what deal breaker? And he said, well, you told me you live in Alexandria, Virginia. He said, I'm looking for a woman who lives in Southern California. I was like, do you have a zip code? Like he had already had that in his head. And I was like, so I'm out. So Kim, I have not a real connection with. Keith is out because he wants somebody from Southern California. So I get to Gary. And Gary says, oh, Nancy, I've been waiting for you. Well, certainly that's flattering, right? I said, Gary, it's so nice to hang out with you. Because we had talked, like I said.
Yes.
And so I said, I have to be honest. I want to know, I just got here. Do you have a connection with anyone? He said, well, I had a date with Leslie. They went dancing, and he said, the date was great, but he said, you know what, Nancy? And he looked me straight in the eye and said, I have no romantic feelings for Leslie. He said, I've been waiting for you. That's exactly what he
Whoa.
said. So-
Which brings
so
me
what do I
to
do?
why I wanted to scream when he didn't give you that rose.
Nancy,
Well, wait,
how did
we're
you
not-
feel?
we're not even there yet. So I say, oh, great. Want to go on a date with me? Like he
Yeah.
said, he's waiting for me. How lovely. And
Wait, Nancy, I want to make sure I'm getting this. He said he had no romantic connection with Leslie.
that's correct.
He said this after his date with her?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Carry
Yeah,
on.
because I had gotten there and they had already had a date the day
Got
before.
it. Okay.
So then I said, okay, well, and I was flattered. And I thought, you know what? I'd love to get to know you. That's how I felt. I asked him on the date. Now, we all saw, we didn't have the best date, but we had
That
no
crazy
control for
date.
that. We had to move our body. We had to anyway, it was crazy, but we had fun, but we didn't, it was pouring down rain in the jungle. We had to get out. He had to help me because they made me put on one of the producer's shoes because it's muddy. I mean, it was a whole process.
Oh, God.
But it was fun. It was an adventure. And I kept saying, hey, Gary, you owe me one. And he said, why? And I said, you would have had to dress up like a bird if it wasn't for me.
So did you feel like the date went well, Nancy? Did you feel like the
Yes.
date went well?
I thought the date went well. He said, this was really fun. He goes, it was weird. And I said, totally weird. But we made it fun. And I said, you know what? At our age, we have to get out there and do something adventurous.
Yeah.
And
Try
we
it.
did. And we
So,
made it fun.
so
And
which-
then
which
afterwards,
brings
what
us
did he
on-
say to you?
Well, we got back. It was very late, like midnight. And we got back and he said, okay, well, I'll see you in the morning. And I gave him a kiss on the cheek. And that was it.
So then what happened the next day?
So the next day, we were all kind of standing around and, talking to people. I was swimming. He was swimming. He and Keith were talking. Everybody's kind of milling around. And it's a rose night. So I talked to him again. And I said the same thing. So, Gary, kind of like, okay, what's the deal? What do you think? And he goes, Nancy, that was so fun last night. And he said, I told you, this is the day of the rose ceremony. I have no romantic connection with Leslie. And I said, great.
Looks like I'm staying.
Looks like I'm exactly. I was going to say, Susan, I think we all three can agree the second time today, all three of us would think we were getting the rose. So
Yes.
Nancy,
Thank
it
you.
begs the question.
Thank you.
What did you feel like?
Were
What
you
was going through your
shocked as
head
I was?
when he gave the rose to Leslie? You must have wanted to fall over.
I watched your face. You were perfect composure, by the way.
Thank you.
But I,
Were you
me on the
shocked?
other side,
What
I
was
was
going through your head,
screaming.
Nan?
Ask, how would you guys feel? He told me one thing and he did another.
Yeah.
His actions, his words didn't line up with what his actions were. He did not tell me the truth. And I felt like I was played. Like
And
a
I
fool.
feel like Natasha felt the same way
She did.
because he was saying what a great time he was with Natasha.
I know. And
Yeah.
I had told Natasha, by the way, she had said, oh, I had given Gary the rose. And I said, Natasha, I gave Gary the rose because of what he said to me. And because we have talked before Paradise. And so I just wanted to get him to, get to know him better. But he said he didn't have any connections with anybody else.
Well, I got to tell you, Nancy, you said, how would I feel if it happened to me? I think we all can agree. I probably would have gone down and ripped the rose out of his hand and said, that's mine.
I thought about it.
You thought, good for you, Nancy. Well, I'm sorry because you were
I'm
there.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I
know
mean,
what?
did you not think for a minute, like just to look at him and say, really?
Yes.
Really? That's not
actually
how I
did that.
understood it. Like, call him on it.
I don't know how much clearer you can be when someone says, I've been waiting for you. I have no romantic connection with anyone else here. What would you, I didn't say verbatim, are you giving me the rose? I said, I just said, hey, Gary, do you have any other connections? Tell me today. Like, I would have rather been prepared because I truly wasn't.
I
And
guess
he was
not.
telling me how great I was. He told Natasha how great she was. That's fine. But he literally looked me in the eye and said, I have no romantic connection or feeling for Leslie.
So
And
what's
then-
that tell you about Gary?
That he didn't tell the truth. I mean,
Ouch.
he didn't.
Mhm.
Not to me. He
And
to
he
me,
just seems
was
like he's
not being
playing women. He's playing all three, keeping
I
them
don't get
all right there.
But-
Yeah. Not
But you know
impressed.
what? Clearly, I'm not sad about it. My guy wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I know truly, and you guys know me better than most people. You know, in my heart, I still believe there are great, and I know there are great guys out there, and I'm still open to finding them.
And you will.
Nancy,
And
you
will.
and I are going to be each other's wing woman because Susan's taken now.
I
You
know
and
at the villages.
Okay,
No.
so I want to not happening. I want to move on because we've talked a little bit about your time in Paradise, but we got to talk about April because how much fun, Susan. We hated
Right,
that you were
the S
missing.
was missing. Before it was
I
the
know.
A that was missing.
Susan.
Now the S was missing.
Now that Susan has love, it's like, okay, come on.
But what did you?
Happy
I mean,
Thanksgiving.
tell me about when we were hanging out on the bed. It was you, me, April, Faith. I'm trying to think who else.
You mean
Wait till we
April,
get to
Faith,
Faith.
Leslie.
Oh, and Leslie, of course.
Leslie,
I mean,
it was the 6 of us or 5 of us.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Clearly, it brought back the summer camp feel
Yeah.
of how
Yeah.
it was at the Bachelor Mansion
Yeah.
2 years ago. And that was really fun. And it was fun to see everybody. And everybody, you know what? Everybody was nice. We're all adults. There was no cattiness. I think we all were just happy to be there.
Nancy,
Yeah, didn't
were
you
you
feel
there
like-
to witness the body shot or the smelling of the underwear? Were you there at that point with April?
God, no. On TV, it was bad enough. I don't know.
She
if
makes
I
me
was a
laugh.
bad person, I'm not sure. The underwear took me over the edge.
Yeah.
My father called me and said, did he really just take off those underwear and did she really just smell them? He goes, and they put it
down
on
her shirt.
And then she stuffed them in her bra.
But I think she did it to be amusing.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? It was great to see April. I thought, it just all that stuff that had gone on. We were just over it. It was
But
fun.
and I'm just so proud of all of us that how much we've grown, obviously, even since the show.
Yes, yes.
But it was fun to all be there, and that was one of the best parts. And also for me, I know you, Kathy, too, that we all came together, and it was just like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but that was one of my favorite.
It will
times.
always be that way for us.
I know.
Yeah.
It's called a friendship.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I
I loved that time that we were all on the bed. And anyway, I wish I was still there, but I wish all of them, lots of love, who's ever still there.
So
Yeah.
you're
Well,
watching,
I wish you were-
obviously, as we all
I don't
are.
know. Yes.
And how are you feeling right about now? What's going on?
I'm just
Kathy-
amazed.
Kathy and I are beside ourselves over here.
yeah. But I just want to say, Nancy, I was so excited to see you in Paradise, and I was shocked when you went home. I'm getting all this story today, but I was like, wait, why is she going home?
Right. Well,
Because
can I forgot
Sure.
to say one thing, Kathy,
sure,
that I think is important. Not only did Gary tell me that he was waiting for me and that he had no romantic connection with anyone else, and he mentioned Leslie, by name, he also told other people, other Goldens on the show, the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that's a fact.
Doesn't
Well-
make him look too good, does it?
I don't think so. But
well, let's see.
that's
Let-
his problem.
Yeah. Well, I just want you to know you deserve a second, third, fourth chance at love, Nancy, because you are a lovely person. I'm sorry that you weren't there longer. And you're right. It's every man's loss. Keith, if you're listening, I love you as a friend, but dear God in heaven, move that girl out there and move along because I love Nancy and
Too
I love
late,
you as a
too
friend,
late.
Keith. And you could have had a great
No.
friend and a gorgeous woman all
Thank
together.
you. Thank you. My guy's not there. He wasn't.
And you are
but-
open and ready for a relationship. Am I right?
Yes, please advertise that.
Do you hear that, everybody?
Nancy, I'm going to put signs on our back.
Thank you. At the Villages.
No.
Just kidding.
So what
Well,
else?
you look
Anything else you've been up
fabulous.
to? Anything else going on in your life that's taken
just
up your life?
traveling, as you guys know, with Joan. I
Yeah.
was privileged to go on that trip, and I know you guys had been on a cruise
Yeah.
before that, and so I'm just back and ready, and we'll be looking for my guy.
Okay, so guys, if you're listening, it sounds like Nancy's going to be on dating apps. I'll help you with the
I
profile,
can only
Nancy.
do one at a time. I'm going to do
All right,
one
I'll
at
help
a
you.
time. I'll just flip through.
That's all. That's all.
All right. Well, listen, we are going to move into our advice portion, Nancy, of this
Do you need
episode.
any advice? Do you need any advice from me?
Yes, we're going to have.
Yes, yes,
we're
we
gonna,
want you to join us,
We're going to do the
definitely.
question of the day, and that's how we always kick it off with the question of the day. And we would love to get your thoughts on it. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Okay.
What is something that still frustrates you about men when it comes to dating that you hoped they would have outgrown with age?
Talking
And Nancy, wait,
about-
can I just say,
Yes.
this is not a 6-day podcast, so you got to keep the list relatively short.
No, I only have one. Talking about themselves and not asking questions about you.
That's mine. Not
That was-
asking questions.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. That's
And I
your saying?
sometimes have to believe that some men, not all, when they start talking about themselves because they're nervous. A lot of times they're not used to the dating. Maybe they're just getting out there as well. And
Right.
it's nervous energy.
Right. No, that's true.
That's really giving them the benefit of the doubt right now.
Well, you're very nice. You're very
And
good.
Kathy, what is yours?
I'm sitting there thinking that's definitely high on my list, Nancy and Susan. I agree with you guys. I think something that frustrates me about dating is, and I talked about it on one of the episodes in Bachelor in Paradise. At our age, dating can look very different. And I wish that men could look at dating with a broader stroke, that you could be dating, you could become really good friends like Keith and I. It doesn't have to be this romantic 24/7. I wish they would widen their scope of what dating looks like, I guess.
But then it wouldn't be dating.
What? Of course it would be.
It would be hanging out with a friend, but that's not dating. Dating is something where you kiss. You know what I mean? Friendship and having a
What's
buddy
that,
to do
Susan?
things with.
What is that?
Listen,
was that?
remember, we're not in the same position as you are right now.
What
You
was
will
that
be,
4-letter
you will
word,
be.
Susan? Could you say that again, please?
Yeah.
The making out sessions. Yeah, remember
Okay, you're
those.
doing that all the time. We know. Hey,
Yeah, we know,
It's
Susan.
long distance,
You're
remember.
happy. I know. We're happy for you.
We are. We are.
But I think we all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Or staying on their cell phone during a dinner. Like we could.
That's another one.
Oh, wait a minute. Outgrown? I mean,
They've always done
that is a red flag. That's not outgrowing it. That's you're out on the curb.
Exactly. Well,
Kick
we
'em to the
definitely
curb.
agree.
This episode of Bachelor Happy Hour is brought to you by Malibu. When the clock hits 5:01, it's not just the end of your day. The way to do that is with a delicious Malibu pina colada, whether it's on the patio with friends, at a front porch hang, or just catch.
To prevent pregnancy methods such as condom. 100 women who use
There's going to be more health app for
For the moment, again, find yours in.
at IBM.com.
Recent episode, specifically of your podcast. All right, so now we're going to answer one of our listeners' questions. You ready? This one is from Anonymous. I love your podcast. I live in La Quinta, California, and I am 56 years old, single mother of 4, youngest is 17. I wanted to comment regarding a recent episode, specifically your section on ageism. I found myself agreeing with most of what you girls said. I don't know what day I woke up with a neon sign over my head reading senior citizen. Me either, babe. It really bothers me because, along with a recent incident at a restaurant, I have also been dealing with a lot of ageism at work. More and more, I am overlooked for birthday celebrations, after work meetups, and I've started hearing from our big boss how I should really think about taking retirement already.
Wait a
He is
minute.
older than
That's
me.
a lawsuit, Susan.
Yeah,
That's
right?
a lawsuit.
Can you believe he says it?
No.
He is older than me, and he recently came out of retirement to come back to work. That aside, I heard and took to heart everything you girls shared. But additionally, I like to ask, what would you suggest as a firm yet cordial way to respond to these obvious instances of age discrimination? I really don't enjoy coming to work anymore, even though I like my job and do plan to think about retirement for at least 7 years. Thank you in advance. How does she deal? What would you have her say?
What do you say, Nancy?
I'm speechless. I think I can't believe it's still going on. Honestly,
It is.
and it
That's
is.
because you're so young, Nancy.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, at least you have the job. But try and get a job when you're older
Exactly.
too. That's
Exactly.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's
but this question to me is so simple, Nancy. But honestly, you're young, Nancy, a lot younger than we are, and you could still be in the workforce and not be told this. But let's just say you were older. I can't believe the first words out of your mouth, because this is who you are, Nancy, is speak the truth.
Right.
Mhm.
Tell them how you feel.
Right. I was going to say own it and keep moving. You
So
know,
how does she
don't
respond?
let them have the power of
Mhm.
of dictating how you feel.
Would you
gives
tell them that it's age discrimination? Would you say it?
In a nice way, I would. You can say it in a nice way, but you can still get the point across.
Yes.
Right?
Who's going to recommend that I take an early retirement? I have more spunk than you people. Like, that's how I would handle it. You know, look at
Yeah,
you.
But you can't say that to your boss.
Well, no, not to your boss.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Maybe he came back to work. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, but see, I always handle things with humor. I'd be saying, if the guy's
Right.
name was Joe, I'd be saying, hey, Joe, you know, we're about the same vintage here. At like good wine, we get better with age. I plan on working for at least another 10 years. I hope you stick around too. I would, which also would get the point across, but it would be a humorous way of getting the point across.
But either
I
way,
think I would act
address
like I
it.
was confused and say, "What are you talking about? That's ridiculous."
Are you saying I'm old?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you're trying to say? Ew.
No, hey, did I get that? Did I hear you correctly? Could you repeat that, please? And then
I'd
you
like
just
to
look-
record that.
And then you just look at them.
It's like, seriously, why would you
I mean,
talk
I
like
think
that?
she's not, we don't know how old you are, Anonymous. Oh, yeah, you're 56.
Yeah, 56.
And
That's
and-
not old.
wait, can I say, and
No,
she
so
said
that's
she's going to
pretty
work
senior.
another.
Hmm?
Sorry, Nitz. What did you say, Nitz?
I just said that's not old.
No.
No.
And that's not
Well-
old enough to have age discrimination. I would-
Right.
No. She's got at
There's-
least 10 years.
Right.
You're never too old.
Never
You're
too old.
always, you know what I'm saying? That should never happen. But I would like to propose to you, Anonymous. Here's the silver lining here. I have a single friend who just moved to La Quinta,
Oh, yes,
who
you
lives
do.
on a golf course. Perhaps you would like me to
That's
hook you up
That's
with
You
him.
should.
right. But wait a minute.
Um,
Why is she feeling anonymous? You're saying a neon sign reading senior citizen. You are not, and I repeat, not considered a senior citizen. You're
You're
not.
exactly right.
Why are you allowing people to make you feel that way? You're in your
Exactly.
50s, man.
Wait a second. Wait a minute here. We're in our 60s. I'm in my early 70s. I don't think I'm a senior citizen. I don't act like that. And no one, you're right, Susan. Don't let
Yes.
anyone tell you
She's
how
in
you
her
should feel.
50s. I
But
do
I'm
want
saying
my
if you're-
discounts when they're
I'm saying you're in your 50s. I'm saying if you're 70, who has the right to call you a senior citizen in a
nobody does, but
disparaging way?
especially when you're not one.
Especially when you're not, right?
Yes.
I agree.
Like, talk to me in 10 years, you little putz.
Yeah. Did you say butts?
Putz.
Butts?
A putz.
I'm a
Look it
name
up.
caller, Nancy. I'm a name caller.
I know.
Okay, you know us better than anyone, Nance. Do you have any questions or things that listeners should know about us?
That they don't already know.
Have you guys held anything back? I mean, have you?
Not lately, Nancy. Not lately.
That's a good question. I think one thing that is true of both of you, and I'll say it together, is that Kathy and Susan, they're different personalities, but Kathy and Susan, you could call at 3 a.m. and say, help, I need you. Whatever it is wrong. And both of them would come to your rescue.
And you would too if you answered the phone.
I know. Get on me about that. But my point is, you guys, people may not know that about you. Like, you are loyal friends, and you would, as Kathy uses this expression, which I love, walk on hot coals for us.
Yeah.
And both of you would do that.
Let's do hearts.
It almost looks like a butt, like this. Doesn't it?
And for those of
I
you
don't know, I
that
like
can't
the
see
heart
us,
idea
we're all
better.
making the
But
heart
that
symbol
is-
with our hands.
Nancy, that is so sweet of you to say, and you're right, by the way, and you would do the same. I think
Absolutely.
listeners always ask, are you guys really friends?
Yes.
We get it all the time. And the truth is, we are dear friends, and we would walk on hot coals for each other. And that is just one of the gifts of being part of this Bachelor world.
And do you realize that some of the fans are getting upset with me because I haven't hooked Kathy up with somebody in our travels? Like, what's wrong
you know
with
what?
you, Susan?
They should, Susan. Get on it.
Yeah.
She might be particular. Who knows?
Hey, Nancy, should we be particular?
Absolutely.
You know what you want, and you get
Particular,
what you get.
absolutely.
At
We're not
this age,
settling. We're
no.
going for the big guns.
Absolutely.
Hey,
What is your perfect guy,
Look at
Nancy?
this guy.
Yeah, that's
Big
what I'm talking
guns.
about.
What does your perfect guy look like? What does your perfect scenario look like, Nancy?
Colin Firth.
Oh,
I always
always.
Love that guy. Charming. I want charming.
So can I just tell you, I had high hopes for Liam Neeson because he said he wasn't dating anymore. Now he is. Liam Neeson was all over the news that he wasn't
know.
dating the
And he
love of his
isn't.
life. And Pamela Anderson.
And
I
she doesn't
cannot.
wear makeup.
I
I
cannot
know.
compete.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that does it for this episode. It went too
No.
fast. I know. I'm so sorry, but we will have you back again. I know it.
What? Okay.
We have to end this episode of Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. And thanks to our lovely friend and guest, Nancy, for joining us and giving some great advice. We love you, Nancy.
We
And then-
adore you, Nance.
I love you.
And thank the rest of y'all for listening and joining us. Be sure to follow Bachelor Happy Hour because we have new episodes coming out every week that you won't want to miss.
And make sure you submit those questions and or comments to us, and you know what to do. Go to bachelornation.com/golden hour, or you can DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time, take care and have a great week.
Thank you.
Chapter 10. Ronan's eyes widen.
iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time, take care and have a great week.
Thank you.